Hello everyone. Today this video is for NDA students, those who are going to write in this September 6. A very important topic I am going to discuss here, that is differentiation. Minimum 5 questions are going to be asked in this chapter when it take for example of calculus. Calculus is very important. Differentiation and integration, this chapter's minimum 5 to 6 questions are going to be asked. So today let us see how this differentiation questions can be solved in easier way. What are the types of questions asked? What is the past year's trend? Okay, past 3 to 4 years, what is the trend? This kind of questions you have to keep in mind before you go to any topic when it comes to mathematics in NDA examination. And this video is also helpful for candidates, those who are preparing for Group X, Group Y, and you have Navy SSR examinations. Okay, fine friends, we'll start with the chapter differentiation. Differentiation, a very easy and very interesting chapter where you can score very high. Looking at the question, you can easily make out the answer. Okay, before this you have to know the basics of this differentiation. You should know little bit formulas. Okay, suppose if I write differentiation of a constant will be equal to 0, x to the power of n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. This is the basic formula. Then you have other formulas like what is the differentiation of sin x? If I ask you, what is the differentiation of sin x? Differentiation of sin x is cos x. What is the differentiation of tan x? The differentiation of tan x is secant square x. And what is the differentiation of cos x? The differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Most of the time, candidate will do mistakes here in the negative sign, minus sin x. And you have differentiation of secant x is equal to secant x into tan x. If you are thorough with these basic formulas, it is very easy to solve the chapter questions when it comes to differentiation and integration. So friends, let us go with the basics first. Here, you know what is meant by UV method. What is the meaning of UV method? If I give you a question, suppose sin x into cos x, I'll do that questions, important questions, questions of, for example, log kind of questions. Then you have to take the inverse kind of questions. Okay, this all questions will do one by one. UV is equal to UV dash plus VU dash. UV is equal to UV dash plus VU dash. So now what happens? Suppose if I give you a question of sin x into tan x. Imagine this video is useful for the commerce students also, those who are learning this differentiation for the first time. Okay, there are a lot of commerce students, those who are interested in tracking this NDA. Don't worry, these NDA chapters are very easy. You have to know the basics, that's it. Okay, if your formulas are strong, it is very easy. Sin x and tan x. Imagine if this sin x is equal to u and tan x is equal to v. I consider this sin x is u and tan x as v. So now if you see here, u is as it is, that means sin x as it is. I know the differentiation of tan x. Differentiation of tan x is secant square x. Differentiation of tan x is secant square x. Plus, now if you see v is as it is here, that means tan x here into, what is the differentiation of sin x? Differentiation of sin x is cos x. That's it. Okay, in this way you are going to proceed by UV method. Okay, UV dash plus VU dash. Now there are a lot of things. Okay, for example, what is the differentiation of log x? Differentiation of log x is 1 by x. This you know it. Differentiation of root x. Differentiation is root x is 1 by 2 root x. Okay, differentiation of root x is 1 by 2 root x. This value directly by heart it, because if you know the formula x to the power of n, that is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. N into x to the power of n minus 1. Okay, so in this way you are going to prepare the chapter, differentiation chapter. It is very easy. Okay, UV method. I am going to tell you about UV method. For example, if I give you what is the value of cos x into secant x. Suppose if this is the question, cos x into secant x. U as it is, that means here it is cos x into secant x. What is the differentiation of secant x? Secant x into tan x correct? The plus sign here again. Now the v, that means I am taking this as v. The secant x will be as it is into u dash. That means what? Cos x is what? Minus sin x. Now you should be very careful. This sin x minus sign will come here. So what happens here? This will become minus. Okay, I am just writing here like this. So cos x into secant x tan x divided by this. Now further you have to be very careful with the options. Okay, you have to be very careful with the options. Suppose if the options are mentioning that cos x, this secant x can be written as 1 by cos x. So this cos x and this 1 by cos x can be cancelled. So what is the final answer? The final answer will be tan x minus of secant x into sin x. This is the answer. It depends on each and every options, A, B, C, D, it depends on that. Okay. Now I'll tell you how basic questions you have to be prepared. First, take NCERT chapters. Okay, NCERT exercise number 1.2, 1.1, 1.2. Okay, lesson by lesson, chapter by chapter you go. So first, suppose if I give you what is the value of sine root x. If y is equal to sine root x, find the value of dy by dx. Okay, find the value of dy by dx. So now I am going to differentiate the sine root x. What is the differentiation of sin x? This I am considering as sin x. Okay, this complete. This is a function, but I consider it as sin x. So here it will become cos root x. Correct? It will become cos root x. But look here carefully. Dear students, look here carefully. Here what happens? This root x is another function. So I have to differentiate this again. Okay, I have to differentiate this again. So what happens? What is the differentiation of root x? The differentiation of root x is 1 by 2 root x. That means the answer will be cos root x into 1 by 2 root x. This is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. It is so easy. You have to just remember one thing. First you have to differentiate in sine. Then you have to check whether this is one more function or not. If it is one more function, you have to differentiate it again. Root x, I have told you 1 by 2 root x is the answer. Okay, so in this way you are going to proceed the questions. Okay, now suppose if I give you y is equal to log of tan x. Okay, y is equal to log of tan x. Now how I can solve it? I know dy by dx I have to find. What is the differentiation of log x? The differentiation of log x by formula I have 1 by x. Now if you see here, this x is nothing but tan x. Correct? This x is nothing but tan x. So what I can do? 1 by log x is what? 1 by x. So it will be tan x. So here tan x is another function. Tan x is another function. So differentiation of tan x again divided by dx. Okay, what is the differentiation of tan x? Secant square x. From the formula I know you, secant square x divided by tan x. So dy by dx is equal to secant square x divided by tan x. So this is what the answer for this question is. Okay, now further, if in option, if they are converting into sine and cos, you have to be a little careful. You have to go with the sine and cos values. Okay, so this is how you are going to proceed. Any doubt you have in maths or any subject, you can just WhatsApp us. There is a number given in this comment section or description box. You can just go and give your doubts clearance, or whether it is NDA, XY, SSR or any examination. You can message us. We'll get back to you soon. Okay, fine. So now if I ask you y is equal to x to the power of sin x. This is the question. Y is equal to x to the power of sin x. How to differentiate this question? Okay, how to differentiate this question? This is the kind of questions asked in your NDA examination or Group X examination or Navy SSR examination. So first what I am going to do, take log on both sides. Okay, what I am going to do, take log on both sides. So when I take log on both sides, this will be log y is equal to log of x to the power of sin x. Correct? Now you know the log, this properties, the sin x will come here. That means this log y is equal to sin x will come here. Sin x into log x. Sin x into log x. Now differentiating with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x. This log y differentiation will be 1 by y into dy by dx. 1 by y into dy by dx. Sin x into log x. U v dash. This is u and this is v. U as it is. V dash is 1 by x, that is sin x by x plus V u dash. U dash is what? Sin x is cos x. Okay, sin x is cos x. So now this is dy by dx. If you take this y here, so final answer I'll write here, dy by dx will be equal to, dy by dx is equal to, this y will go here, y into sin x by x plus log x into cos x. Log x into cos x. This is the final answer. Okay, so this is how we are going to proceed with the chapters. Okay, it is very easy, very simple. Only the thing is you have to be thorough with the basic formulas, and after basic formulas you have u v dash method, u by v method. Okay, all these methods you have to keep in mind. Okay, so when it is coming like inverse differentiation, inverse inverse trigonometrical ratio, you have to be careful by the formulas 1 by 1 plus x square, 1 by 1 minus x square, those formulas. Okay, and now suppose if in exam they have given if y is equal to sin x to the power of cos x, y is equal to sin x to the power of cos x. So taking log on both sides, log y, again this will be log sin x to the power of cos x. So now here log y is equal to cos x will come down, that is cos x into log of sin x. Correct? Cos x into log of sin x. Now differentiating with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x, what you get? 1 by y into dy by dx is equal to, this will be cos x divided by sin x log x. So cos x divided by sin x into sin cos x plus log of sin x into minus sin x. Cos x is minus sin x. So this is what the answer is. Now dy by dx is equal to y into, this will be cot x into cos x plus log of sin x minus of sin x. Be careful with the signs values here. You can just put minus sign and you get the answer. Okay, so in this way, this is the long method. Okay, this is a very lengthier method. There is a shortcut also. When there is an f of x to the power of g of x, you can directly put the values. Okay, I'll tell you the shortcuts by the next videos. Now, you people have to do one thing. You should by heart all these differentiation formulas, integration formulas. We will try to do the previous year question papers also, because previous year question papers are the key to success. Okay, so first formulas, then NCERT, and then the previous year question paper. If you are interested in joining online classes, we are running online classes exclusively for NDA students, evening 7 to 9 o'clock. Those who are interested can join. There are very limited number of students. We don't take a crowd. We are limiting it to 25 students, and there is sure success in our academy. I am Arun Kumar from Banner Defense Academy. Those who are interested or have a doubt, you can put a comment. You can just put comment section, your numbers will get back to you. If you like this video, give a like. You can share this video to your friends, those who are preparing for this NDA examination. Thank you. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.